Okay, so this starting part is going to be for all of you guys. After the, for a little recap, because I haven't hosted this in forever. After both of your guys' buildings falls apart after the defeating of the Gilded Knight and the Abomination, up upon a hill in front of you guys, you see these kind of giant people standing on the edges of those hills, looking down at you. They're pretty far away, so these people must be huge. Um, for Calvessa, Lucinium, and Cassidy, you see black and red armored knights. One of them with a giant sword and a mask, helmet, and another with no weapon, but a chain on their side that has these two plates and a bar. And she has a face mask. Over for Solik, Narissa, and Cadian, who is currently out of commission, you guys see a lady dressed in all black with a long black cape and a very long sword and a bow on her back. Next to her is a man presumably a man dressed in white with a long black and red cloak with this kind of pestilent mist coming off of him. And he's dressed in full armor and has a sword at his side. What would you guys like to do before they actually go away, starting with Calvessa, Cassidy, and Lucinda? Hello?
Do you... Oh. Do you know who those people are?
Who are you talking to?
Lucille.
Lucinium. Or Lucy.
Yes.
Lucinium turns and kind of looks at you, but keeps his eyes on these people and says, I have no idea. Something about them seems off, though.
Mm-hmm.
Calvessa, what's on your mind, out of character?
How Vessa is just looking at the figures and just having a weird but uncomfortable sensation.
Okay. This man raises his sword into the air and just points it at the sky. This woman reaches to her side and grabs the handle of the bar, and off the sides of the bars seems to be two weights. She's holding a scale. We're going to skip, or sorry, not skip, we're going to jump over to Solik and Narissa. What do you guys think or want to talk about when it comes to these two people?
Who are they and why are they here?
Good as guess as mine. Do you want to stick around to find out?
Sure. You think they can hear us from here?
They are very far away.
I doubt it.
What? Actually, the woman with a black crown seems to stick the sword into the hill, which causes this boom sound from underneath her. And she reaches on her back and pulls out her very large bow that also has these long spikes on it, but it is perfectly white. This man, in the like very foggy stuff, he just holds up his sword, and it vanishes into like locusts that begin flying around and fly up into the sky. Both of you, all of you guys, see as the man with the sword continues to point it, as this black mist comes out from it. Sorry, this red mist comes out from it. This lady with a scale holds it up as it tips to one side, and then a red mist comes out from the scale. Or sorry, black mist comes out from the scale. I got my stuff switched around. The lady with a bow pulls the arrow back as it glows even brighter white and shoots it into the sky. The locusts swirling around the man in the armor, once they flew into the sky, they seem to ignite with fire. As 4 horses come out from behind them. The man in the armor with a sword hops on the red horse and rides off, vanishing. The woman with the black and red armor hops on a pale horse, a sickly looking horse, and rides off into the rides off. The woman with the crown. Sorry, one second. The woman with the crown. Sorry, I'm blanking right now. The woman with the crown has a white horse, a beautiful, perfect-looking white horse, come up from behind her. She hops on it and rides off. And the man with the white and red armor has a black horse that comes up from behind him. And they, too, ride off. Real quick, Cassidy, you have no kingdom to return to. And if I'm remembering correctly, the 2 kingdoms that you are currently accompanying are against yours. Or you're against.
Oh, no.
Is the Lunar Kingdom really for the Flower Kingdom?
No, but the ashes.
Oh, she's resonating with the Ash Kingdom. Okay.
Yeah.
But the... Okay. Alright. So, everybody will return to their kingdoms, unless you guys would like to do something different.
Nope.
Nope.
Where would you like to go, Cassidy?
I'm gonna look over to
Calvessa?
Cheeky, how do I say your name, Cheeky?
I just said it.
Oh,
Cassidy's gonna look over to Calistera and goes,
I'm
So,
sorry!
like-
Hold on! That's getting clipped!
Cholesterol-
Fucking cholesterol?!
I did not say
Dude,
cholesterol!
you are getting clipped so hard! Oh
didn't
my
say
god!
cholesterol.
You're going into a
What are you
YouTube
talking
short! You just said Cassidy looks into cholesterol! Bro, holy shit!
Did
Cholesterol!
my mic bug out? Because I didn't say cholesterol.
Calvessa's like, not even... She's not gonna have a heart attack, bro. What? Look at that. She's a fucking fire elemental. There's no cholesterol right there. Fucking cholesterol. Anyway, continue with what you were saying. Cassidy goes where?
Cassidy's gonna look over to Calvesta and is going to go, can I stay at your kingdom for a while?
Calvesta hearing that will turn to her. What would be your reasoning for you want to know something? Fine.
Oh, my reasoning, by the way, is there is no Flower Kingdom to return to.
What? Lucinium turns around
Huh?
very fast.
Yeah, I'm, from my knowledge, am the only person alive right now. Even the queen is dead. By what? I do not know.
I know. He immediately starts walking off.
Oh, what? You said you knew. What do you mean by that?
He turns to you and says something that it's kind of unsettling. There's no Flower Kingdom anymore. This isn't your fight.
No, it is. I'm still alive. There is still a Flower Kingdom within me. I am still a part of this fight.
He says nothing and walks off. Right there, something you noticed. Kingdom equals identity to him.
Anyways, you cool if I tag along with you?
Sure, you can, but we do need to go to the Lunar Kingdom and give these items to them. So, come on.
Okay. 1 second. Solik and Narissa. After those two folks leave, not them up here, but the horsemen. What is it you want to do? You guys want to talk about or do?
Solik turns to Narissa. Well, I guess we're going back to our kingdoms?
Guess so.
How do I get out? Because I'm assuming we're underwater, and I'm pretty heavy, so I don't know how I'm gonna get out. I'm kind of stuck here.
Don't worry, Dre. I got you, bro.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember where this is.
I thought it was on land.
Yeah, it is. This is like a freaking monastery or something. That is not the vibe. Okay. So, Solik, you are going to return to the Earth Kingdom, if I'm right.
Yeah.
Narissa, you are going to return to the Ocean Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all she can do is just float. Ocean Kingdom?
Huh?
We're already in the Ocean Kingdom.
Am I like? Yeah, I forgot so much, bro. I don't even know. I'm gonna be so for real. I have no idea where we're at right now.
I'm surprised I'm able to.
If you want, I can go.
What? What, Shiki?
No, I was saying if you want, I can give a recap.
That's alright. Solik just like fucking super jumps up out of the water. Okay.
Very slowly.
Sorry, hold on. I'm pretty sure I remember. Okay. Right. Okay, so Solik, which of you guys Sorry. Actually, you can debate this amongst each other. And Calvessa and Cassidy. Which one brings the Gilded King's helmet and sword to wear, and the Heretic's cloak and cleaver to wear? So Calvessa and Cassidy, you two can talk amongst each other, and Narissa and Solak, you guys can as well.
If I remember right, I believe the Ocean Kingdom asked for the heretic items.
Okay, alright.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember the Earth Kingdom ever asking for it.
Well, on
The
account
Lunar
of that you
Kingdom's
guys...
waiting for it.
Okay, alright, awesome. So Solak doesn't join Narissa, right?
No.
Okay. And Narissa goes out by herself. And then, okay, so the Lunar Kingdom asked for Calvessa and Cassidy. Okay. Okay. Good to know. Narissa, we're going to start with you. As you go back to the Ocean Kingdom and swim downward toward this, like, underwater castle, basically, there is Phoebe, Queen Phoebe. She is playing the piano as you're, like, lugging this very large cleaver and cloak behind you. What would you like to say as you walk in?
She's not going to say anything as she goes in, but she is going to be struggling to drag the sword.
Okay, alright. You dragged it all the way over here, too. Alright, 1 second. I'm going to use the restroom real quick, and then I'll keep posting on. Speaking of the session, nobody who's viewing is going to have context. Trey, I don't know, dude. I was going to lie and say that.
It's so like, no.
I was going to lie about... I'm going to be honest. I was going to lie and say that you said something that you didn't. I didn't know what to say though, so... My bad. So, Narissa, we continue off with you dragging this large sword and this giant cloak behind you. And you don't want to say anything, you just continue dragging it in. By the way, it's making a very loud scraping sound and creating this long line of nail, like if you took a nail file to cement just all the way there. I hope everybody just cringed as hard as I did.
I did.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that sound.
Is the sword like on its side, or is it like flat?
That's just what? What do you mean? Is it like? Are you asking if it's on the edge or on the blunt side?
Yeah.
I don't know. You tell me. I have no idea.
Because I'm going to assume it was on the edge.
On the edged side?
Yeah.
Well, then it's on the edged side. What would you like to do?
Is it possible for Narissa to turn it so it's on the blunter side?
Yes, it's possible.
Narissa's going to do that before continuing just a little bit more.
Oh my... Alright. As you do that, it instead makes this very loud, very annoying sound. Again, like a nail file, this time 1,000 of them being fucking dragged on concrete. As you eventually get to... You're welcome. As you eventually get to the door... As you eventually get to the door, what do you want? Like, do you want to open the door, walk through? There's no guards or anything at the castle door. It's the actual room that Phoebe's usually in.
The holidays are here, full of joy.
Narissa's going to put the sword down so that way she can open the doors. And once they're open, Narissa's going to pick the sword back up. And you know what? She's going to go in and knock Harry. That's making a loud sound.
As you go in, as you walk into the throne room, basically the piano room, Phoebe doesn't turn to you, but you can tell that she is acknowledging you. What would you like to do as you are closer to the center, like right about here? She is sitting on her piano, just kind of gently playing. I think I should play some piano music.
Once there, Marissa's gonna just let the sword go, and then put on top of the sword the cloak. Was it a helm or a cloak?
It's a cloak.
Cloak, thank you. She's gonna put the cloak on top of the sword.
I love Fur Elise so much. Oh, this is like hypnotic. She eventually turns her head as this giant bang sound happens, kind of letting go of the sword, even an inch from the ground. It creates a loud slam. And eventually she just turns her head back and continues playing the piano for about a minute more. Is there anything you'd like to do? You can tell, like, she doesn't necessarily want you to leave right now. Not yet. It's almost as if she has something else to say. But as is with common with Queen Phoebe, she does not stop a song halfway through.
Marissa's gonna kind of attempt to sit on the ground near the sword and just listen.
All right. Eventually, the piano song stops, and then she turns and begins walking down these stepways. Sorry, the stairs. She looks at you the entire time she's walking down and says, "You got it?"
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard about what happened?
Heard about what? Are you talking about the 4 people?
4 people.
Yeah, in the sky?
What do you mean?
They had horses on, oh dear. One had like a weird spiky sword, another had a sword and a bow, another had a scale, and the other one could summon locusts.
Mel, how would she know about the sword, the big sword? Narissa
Wait, which one are we talking?
Narissa did not see the other 2. You only saw the one with the bow and the.
Oh no, I thought. I thought that you saw all 4 of them.
After you explain the 2 horsemen that you saw, she walks over and looks down at you. The Flower Kingdom was destroyed. Burned to the ground.
By who?
No one knows. But I have a very good theory as to who it was. We'll talk about that later. Do me a favor and set the cleaver and cloak over there. And with that, we will jump over. You know what? I feel like making this fair. Let's do a little. Where's Trey?
C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TRAC.
AC.
Dweeb. Whatever, dweeb.
Dweeb. Sorry.
Okie dokie. I did not know I was recording all that.
My bad.
What do you mean you're bad? You ain't do nothing, bro. Alright. Calvessa and Cassidy. Mostly Cassidy. What is it you guys... so you guys are now at the gate of the Lunar Kingdom. The two guards that stand in front of the Lunar Kingdom, still the Lunar Kingdom has like blood on the walls on the outside, and the red moon with the monsters kind of running around on the walls, the engravings and stuff like that. What would you guys like to do as you walk into the Lunar Kingdom?
I think they're ever gonna clean these walls.
I doubt they will ever clean these walls. As Calvetta is like dragging the sword and also trying to drag the crown, but like
She's hauling both things.
Do you want me to carry one of those?
that would be helpful.
Cool, I'm gonna take the sword.
She, by the way, just so we're clear, she walked all the way through the two forests and the fucking snow that it takes to get into the Lunar Kingdom, and only as they have 100 feet to go, now Cassidy offers. That is canon! That's canon! We are making that canon!
I'm gonna
Like,
take the
aye.
Holy shit, that is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys walk through, Cassidy, you notice especially, and Calvessa, you've noticed this before, everybody seems to have very blank expressions. Nobody reacts to a whole lot. Even kids playing don't seem to be smiling, except for when they laugh, and then their face returns to completely blank, devoid of all emotion looking expressions. You notice that the majority of people, adults and teenagers, seem to have these runic tattoos on them. Some are like head to toe, basically, as you guys walk closer towards the castle.
Weird, they have no emotions.
What did you say, Cassidy?
So weird that they have like no emotions on their face.
Calvessa, or if Calvessa, you hear this, do you want to say anything or respond or talk or fill out the inevitable silence that's going to come if we don't?
Calvessa hearing her say that is just going to like glance her eyes at her. The whole reason why, in my opinion, I find the Lunar Kingdom very interesting.
It smells so good in my room. Okay. As you as you guys continue walking, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna DM as I walk away from the microphone. As you guys continue walking, fucking hell, that stubborn ass candle. As you guys continue walking, eventually you reach the steps of the Lunar Kingdom castle, and the two guards preemptively step out of the way. Cassidy, one thing you notice is that neither of these guys seem to be carrying any weapons. As the castle opens up, it's very bright inside, very relaxed. There's a lot of stained glass. Okay? You guys keep walking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can everybody hear my muffled voice?
Oh, you're very quiet,
Yes.
but I can hear you.
You heard me get muffled?
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
good. Okay, as you guys continue walking toward, eventually you hear from outside, "What the fuck do you mean? They can't have burned it down. The Scarlet Mothers wouldn't do anything like that. That doesn't make any sense. They have no power. What do you mean?" As does... Which of you guys want to open the door?
Calvessa is going to immediately hold out her arm so they can listen to this whole entire like muffled conversation as best as possible. And then once like
Hold
she
on.
hears
Wait,
like
hold
nothing
on.
else
Wait.
going on,
Cheeky, wait. She's going to immediately what?
Calvessa is going to quickly hold out her arm.
Oh, to try and stop Cassidy from moving?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she can listen to the conversation, and then once she hears nothing, she is actually going to knock on the door like 3 times and then open it.
Cassidy, what do you want to do during all this? The first thing you see is Calvessa walk up and put her ear to the door. Or, like, put her arm out to you. Not put her ear to the door, my bad.
Cassidy's kind of waiting to see what she does.
She waits for the muffle to go away and then walks over and knocks on the door. Sorry, my bad. Let me get a good knock in. Hold on. Okay, there we go. That was good. I hope everybody heard that. I'll give you another one. And then opens the door and walks in as Lucinium is standing and the queen is just kind of sitting. She seems very casually sitting, but once Calvessa and Cassidy walk in, she sits up straight and wears that blank expression. You've seen her face kind of shift as you guys walk in. Lucinium turns his head and then looks at you guys and then turns back to the queen.
Calvessa is going to walk in first, still dragging the crown, and then like push, and then like dragging it over to the right hand side. No, to the left hand side. And then just dropping it right there.
Is this like this where you want to drop it, like next to Lucinium, somewhere around there?
Yeah.
Cassidy, what do you want to do?
Cassidy's gonna walk to the other side of the room, still carrying the sword or dragging it.
The crown? Or the sword?
The sword.
Oh, so Calvessa dropped the crown.
Yeah, I had the crown.
Okay, and then you just dropped it on the ground.
Yeah.
So Cassidy, as you're walking over, the crown clings on the ground, and Hella seems to be looking at you, Cassidy, as you walk over. How close do you want to get? Like, where do you want to get? You can move yourself.
She's gonna get right here. I'm still gonna hold the sword as I'm gonna look at Helvesta and goes, "You guys seem to know more about what happened to the Flower Kingdom, and I want answers."
You look at Calvessa, is that what you said?
No, whatever her
Hella.
name is.
Hella.
Yeah.
Like, Hella! My bad. Okay. So you demand answers from the queen. She turns to you. Sorry, what?
I said,
She turns her head to you, and Lucinium steps like over here, just kind of out of the way as Hella begins walking towards you, very silent. She has no expression on her face. She actually steps way closer than, was expected. Normally royalty doesn't get so close to people, as she says, "Why? Why do you demand answers?"
because that was my home that was destroyed. I want to know who, so I can put it end before they do anything else. Whoever did it isn't going to just stop at the Flower Kingdom. They're going to go to all the others next.
And if I told you that I ordered the destruction of your kingdom, it is impossible to read this woman's face. What would you do if I did?
I would kill you, along with your little bitch over there, as I'm going to point to Luna. But I know you did it.
She turns her back completely to you and walks back towards her throne. And what are you going to do if I don't answer your question? She turns back to you.
I'll keep this sword. I have no use for it, but it seems like you need it.
So if I don't give you answers, you won't give me what I want. Hello?
I'm waiting for...
Did you hear what I said?
No, I heard a
Oh, so if I don't give you answers, you won't give me what I want.
Yes.
For the first time, you see her smile and giggle, and then she turns to you. As genuinely funny as it is, that you and potentially Calvessa together think that either of you or both of you or even all three of you have an upper hand against me. Which, hilarious, by the way. I'll give you answers. And if you don't like my answer, then you can keep the sword. If you find my answer not to be so sufficient. But what I want in return for giving you answers, if you find them to be sufficient, is a deep-seated apology for calling my legionnaire a bitch.
Deal.
If you decline, that's fine.
Yes.
There will be no repercussion for not apologizing. The Scarlet Maidens killed your queen, But they were not the ones who burned down the kingdom. It was a coordinated effort between two factions. One we know of as a kingdom, and the other the Scarlet Maidens, acting outside of her queen's rule, her leader's rule. What you are looking for is not to kill the Scarlet Maiden's leader, but to find a mole inside of them and figure out which kingdom burned down the Flower Kingdom. Calvessa, she side-eyes you when she says burned down, but it doesn't feel accusatory for some reason. You see it too, Cassidy.
Cassidy is going to walk over to the wall, placing the sword down. Before moving away from it. And is going to not get super close to Luce, but just right here. As she's going to look at him and goes, I apologize. I acted irrationally out of both sadness and stress, but calling you a bitch was crossing a line. As she's then going to back up.
Lucinium looks to Hella. Hella looks to Lucinium and then nods her head as Lucinium, Hella steps backwards, and then Lucinium walks over, kind of past you, picking up the sword. And as he walks past, Calvessa, by the way, you can interject and, do stuff. Just, find an opening. Lucinium, it picks up the sword, hauls it over his shoulder and says, don't say something you don't mean. Just a little... I don't care. But if you're gonna call me a bitch, say it with your chest. Lucinium walks over to you, Calvessa, kind of holding the sword over his shoulder. What would you like to do?
Calvessa watching all of this stuff go down. And yeah, Calvessa watching all of this go down, being very surprised that the Queen of the Lunar King actually laughed and chuckled. But is going to actually look at her and is still staring her down at the thought of her thinking that her kingdom, or even people from her kingdom, probably burned down the Flower Kingdom.
Like I said, it wasn't accusatory. But you can keep that, I don't mind. I like drama. Okay.
After a while though, Calvessa is going to compose herself. Well, you have your items. And since you do, I feel like me and my companion here should take our leave.
Calvessa, Lucinium turns to Cassidy and then asks, and Cassidy, he turns to you and then asks, you wish to go to the Fire Kingdom, the Ash Kingdom?
Unless you're offering me a place to stay, I kind of have no choice.
I'm not. She is.
Then yes.
He steps aside, and to kind of get out of the way of Hella's line of sight.
You're offering me?
You called a royal knight in the hall of his own queen a bitch in front of both of them out of passion. I can tell you aren't afraid of either of us. So, yes.
Cassidy's gonna think about it for... Oh.
That respect and honor is nothing short of admirable. And passion as well.
Cassidy's gonna think about it for a second before stepping aside from Calvesta and goes, I think I will stay here. I feel as if whoever plans to kill me most likely will not look at the Lunar Kingdom right away. They definitely would go for either the Earth or the Ash. So it may be safer for both kingdoms if I stay here.
I mean, I'm perfectly fine with that. It is your decision, after all.
Calvesta, Hella says,
Calvesta is just going to look at her.
there's a reason Lucinium didn't pick up that crown. It's not for me. The sword is, but the crown's not for me. It's for your king. Please deliver it to him. I'm assuming you are going to see him anyways.
Calvesta is going to pick up the crown.
It is still heavy, but Hella... Sorry, I'm sorry, go ahead. And hurry up, we gotta get to Troy.
Got it. Calvesta is going to pick up the crown. Indeed, I was. Is there anything else?
No. She holds her hand out, and this green, teal energy floats around the crown as it shrinks and becomes much lighter. Goodbye.
Calvesta will look at Luciano and then look at Nadia's character. See you again. And then she leaves.
Cassidy's gonna wave goodbye.
Calvesta leaves. And we're going to pause here while I transfer over to Solik. As you go back to the Earth Kingdom, standing at the edge, the buildings inside of it are destroyed. They are wrecked. You see people that seem to be like frozen in time, covered in this white ash.
Solik's thoughts immediately went to the king as she rushes down like to the king's castle if it's still there.
As you rush down to the king's castle, Jason is hanging off of the edge of this coliseum. His hands are above his head and kind of twisted around and wrapped around this coliseum, kind of railway. And you see his blood is dripping down onto the ground beneath him. This entire kind of like cathedral area is just really messed up. Really, really messed up.
Yeesh. Immediately she goes over to the king and try to help him.
As you rush over, you reach and pick him up as you hear the squelching of his hands. And do you want to like set him down? You're just kind of holding him in your hands right now.
Oh,
He's like a puppet.
is the floor like unstable?
No, not at all. It's just kind of cracked and really messed up.
Okay, then she's putting him on the ground.
As you put him on the ground, you see that he's beaten. There are many lashes and cuts, lacerations and cuts on his body. He kind of coughs and it kind of spits blood onto your like face a little bit as he goes, Solik, you're still alive. As he looks up at you, as he looks up at you, you see that his eyes are just full of blood. He can't see anything.
Your Majesty, what happened?
The Scarlet Maidens did this. Them and one other.
One other? What do you mean?
I don't know them. They were wearing yellow and purple. He coughs again. As he, there is a lot of blood being lost.
What do I... Is there a medic we can take you to? Maybe...
He shakes his head as you see there's a tear that kind of goes down his eye as it is red. The tear is red. It's not blood, it just has a lot in it. As he looks up at you, and when he goes to speak, he starts the sentence off with I, and then you hear him kind of gasp as the word hate leaves his mouth. As he goes limp backwards with his eyes open.
She kind of looks at him and shakes him a little bit. Your Majesty. Your Majesty.
You hear something behind you, Trey.
She quickly turns her head to the direction.
His God, Solik,